I look so pale in the viewfinder. Am I really this pale? Probably. What's up, you guys? Welcome to another vlog. I thought I would just sit down and do like a get ready with me, chit chat, hang out while I talk about all the random little things going on in my life that I never talk about on any other platform. Try to like zoom you guys in a little bit. I do have like color correcting under my eyes, and then I have like the red color corrector here, and I used, so I'll just like list everything that I'm using down below, but I do have, ow, I just hit my elbows on this desk. I have color corrector, the green one for my redness, and then I have under eye, what is this? Kaja, and it's catnip? What is this? I don't even know where I got this, but it's the peach under eye color corrector. So I have that underneath, or I have that on right now. So I feel like my under eyes look kind of red with that, but we're just gonna go with it. It's totally fine. So things have been a little crazy. I'm being canceled online, I guess. You know, which is, I guess that's new. It's new and exciting. No, I'm making light of it because, you know, it's one of those things that I don't know. So, you know, I don't know if I'm like really canceled. I think most people are just like super worried about me. And then there's like some really loud people that like don't like me, which, dude, I get it. I totally understand why people don't like me. You know, I'm not in denial. I know I talk about a lot of hard shit, and I know that people have very strong opinions. I put foundation on my arm, and now I'm trying to put bronzer on underneath because I forgot. I know that people have like really strong opinions about me and the content that I share, and maybe I'm oversharing, you know what I mean? There have been some like, I guess, drama channels. I don't think they want to be called drama channels. Commentary channels. Like, you know, commentary channels where people are saying, you know, that it's just too much, like I'm oversharing, and I never really thought about it. And people have said that for a long time, right? But I haven't really thought about it until now. And I think that a lot of that feedback is like totally fair. And I think that a lot of the things that I'm seeing and hearing online, in terms of me oversharing, I think it's kind of on point, you know? Maybe I have overshared. Maybe I have just put too much of my stuff online, you know? And I'm trying to take a step back and not be like defensive about it, and just to look at it from the point of view of literally anyone else but me right now, because I don't think that I'm in a good place, like mentally. I mean, like I'm doing a lot better, right? But I have to heal like all of this trauma that I've gone through, and like I'm really trying to slow down and listen to understand, not listen to respond, and see things from, you know, other perspectives now more than ever. I mean, I've always tried to be open-minded, but, you know, YouTube is my passion, and I wanted to change the game. I really wanted to change the game in terms of, you know, what we talk about online, and I wanted it to be not just for me, you know? Like, yeah, I share my crazy stories, but if I can help people along the way, that is way better. And I definitely didn't go into YouTube thinking that I would, it's making me cry. I didn't think I'd have the platform that I have. I don't think I deserve it. Maybe I have imposter syndrome, I don't know. But I didn't go into YouTube thinking it would be anything more than just kind of like a hobby, you know? I didn't think that it would be a career. I didn't think that I would be able to really help or inspire or encourage as many people as I have. I've put a lot of pressure on myself for that, you know? When I'm like editing and I see what it looks like to you guys versus what it looks like to me, it's two completely different vibes. Everything's fine. You know, I also went into this whole thing with the mindset of it could be gone tomorrow. And if I lose my whole platform and it's gone tomorrow, did I do the best I could at the time? I think I have. I really struggle with being proud of myself. And I don't know what it is. Like, I wish I could give the same grace and forgiveness and empathy to myself that I give other people. I did the best I could at the time, and I have to just keep reminding myself that, and I have to be more patient with myself, especially right now, because of everything that I just went through. There were a lot of things along the way that I didn't recognize as abuse until now that I have some like distance. Let's see, I left and like stayed in a hotel for almost 2 months. That was back in October. So now that it's February and I have time and space and a little bit of distance, I'm like, oh shit, that was fucking abuse, dude. Like, that was abuse. For example, one of the things that really trigger me right now is being the passenger of a car. You could be driving like, I don't even know, the safest person ever. You could literally be driving like a DMV instructor, 10 and 2 in it, and I'm still gonna have anxiety. You could be driving like we're running from the cops, and I'm gonna have the same amount of anxiety. And I recognize that because I had a lot of anxiety when my ex would drive, and if we were fighting, he would drive like erratically and like try to scare me and stress me out more. But at the time, I'm like, oh, he's just mad, he's just frustrated. And I made all these excuses. Like, no, he's emotionally abusive right now. Like, this is emotional abuse. And that is just, what? How did I not see that? You know what I mean? How did I not recognize that for what it was? But there were like little things along the way too. So I don't want to dog him. It's just, I'm trying to heal it. There were these little things, like these little comments that he would make about wanting, the house to be clean every time he came home because his ex would do X, Y, Z. His ex couldn't keep the house clean and this and that and the kids' toys everywhere and blah, 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 blah. Just these little comments here or there. And I always felt like no matter what I did, I couldn't do enough. Like no matter what I did or how hard I worked, it was never good enough. But about an hour before he came home every single day, I would go into this like frantic cleaning mode. I would stop what I was doing. And this was for years and years. It didn't matter what was going on. I was a full-time student, full-time stay-at-home mom, full-time YouTuber, and full-time student and stay-at-home mom, all three at the same time. So it didn't matter what I was doing. I would drop what I was doing most of the time, and I would just start to clean up the house and make sure everything was tidied up so he didn't come home to a dirty house after work. Now it's like, bitch, no, you are working full-time. And, he didn't clean like ever. I never saw him do a load of laundry, and I've only seen him do dishes like twice in 8.5 years. And I was just killing myself to do all of it, And for whatever reason, I had it in my head. This is gonna sound so insane. This like really was me. Like I did this to myself. I had it in my head that he would be proud of me if I earned as much money as he did. And I'm like, just work harder and hustle and hustle and hustle and hustle and hustle. And those feelings, they can wait. Your emotional health, that can wait. You're fine. What? No. And, I just had it in my mind that if I'm as successful as him, then he'll respect me and he'll help out and whatever. But like every 6 months, I would have a whole ass mental breakdown because I got no help and my house is a zoo, like 2 kids and 2 dogs, and I could never get caught up. So every time we would like argue about this, me bringing up my feelings, every time I would bring up my feelings about housework and being overwhelmed, it would turn into an argument. That's not normal. And he would say, I'll just throw everything out. I'll use 1 plate, 1 bowl, 1 spoon. I'll do my laundry. I'll get housekeepers. Like it was never, I hear you. I see you. I'm your partner. I'm sorry that I haven't been helping. I'm sorry you feel overwhelmed. Never. It was always a fight. But moving on from that, did I put concealer on my nose? I don't think I did. Moving on from that, Mama Kent got to ring the chemo and the radiation bell. So she is done with that, and now she is doing immunotherapy stuff. I forget. I think that's right. Immunotherapy stuff. So Mama Kent, she is a tough bitch. She made it through all that shit. And she did it, So now we have to wait for her to heal and get strong and all of that. And she will come back on the channel soon. She's dying to come visit, dying to see the new house and the kids. She misses them so much. I'm like 90% sure she doesn't want to come to see me. She just wants those grandbabies. I'm kidding. She misses me too. She better. Hopefully we're, cancer-free. I don't really know when we get to know that. I think she has to have a surgery. I don't know, I'm guessing. I'm not like a cancer specialist or anything, I'm not a doctor. But I think once she gets stronger and she does the recovery stuff, I think then she has to have surgery, but I don't know. I'm not really sure. I'll have to double check with her and she'll tell you guys, but I'm just really proud of her and I'm glad that all the chemo and radiation was over. Because like as physically hard as that was, it was also so hard for her emotionally and mentally. Like, I can't even imagine. What else? Oh, we got a cat because I like to make myself crazy. Micah's wanted a cat for like a really long time, my 10-year-old. And before the order of protection before things they've been bad for a while, but before that, my ex got her a cat, and I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a fan. You know, I'm just not a fan. The cat, you'll meet her in the next vlog. The cat just follows me around all day when Micah's not home, and she like cries and cries and cries. I'm like, dude, I fed you. What do you want to do? Like cuddle or something? What do you want from me? You have a cat house and a cat climby thing, and like, you know, she just follows either the dogs around and like attacks them because she's a thug, or she follows me around and cries. And I'm like, bro, what do I do? What do I do with this cat? I thought it was gonna be like low maintenance, and my dogs are more low maintenance than this cat, so it's going great. Everything's fine. She literally like randomly attacks the dogs, like just straight thug life. She walks by them and just real quick. Like, she's the problem. I feel like it's just bronzer in the crease kind of moment, you know? Which I've been doing for like 6 months straight. I actually haven't bought any new makeup, and I'm kind of proud of that because I love makeup. The only thing that I've bought is like concealer or something that I ran out of, but mostly skincare. So I've been on a whole ass no buy for over a year. I haven't bought any new eyeshadow palettes. I haven't bought anything. So everything's probably expired, but it's fine because who wants to repurchase all this shit? I saw this article. This is so random. I saw this article where basically they were saying you have to replace your underwear every 6 months, or you're supposed to replace them every 6 months. Bruh, that shit is expensive. I will never. I feel like I've said that before on this channel. But like, I'm just in shock. Absolutely not. I'm making plans to do you can't even see that. I was like, I'm making plans. I'm making plans to do my sleeve because my arms look different sizes, like because of the tattoos, and it's making me crazy. And I want to cover up the one. You know the one. And I know everyone was like, we told you not to do it. No, I know, guys. I know. But I did it out of love, and at the time it made sense. And it's okay, you know? I just wanted to show him that I was really in this, and I really wanted that, and like I really wanted that relationship, and I wanted to show my commitment. And you know, I don't regret the things I did out of love. I regret the things I did out of anger or haste or jealousy, or you know, but I don't regret the things I did out of love, and I genuinely mean that. Do you guys hear that cat? Like, she has all the toys, all the stuff, a whole ass cat climby thingy. I think she just wants to like kick it, you know? I think she just wants to hang out with me, but she climbs this wall and she just can't be down here because she's a crazy lunatic. So she fits right in, honestly. But it's just never enough bronzer when you live in Illinois and there's like no sun and it's 3 degrees outside. You know what I mean? Like, it's never enough. Say what you want about Jacqueline, but that bitch makes a crazy good highlighter. I love this fucking highlighter. Right? It's so pretty. I like it a lot. Have you guys seen that docu-series about Morphe? Like, most of these brushes are Morphe. They were affordable and whatever, but they're really cheaply made. That's why they were so affordable. I was watching it and I was shocked, I guess, but I kind of expected it, you know? Like, all of like the really popular makeup people, they changed the game when it came to like, wait, what is this called? Like, influencer marketing. I don't think anyone expected it to be as like massive as it was, you know? They all got me into makeup. They all got me spending tons of money on makeup. I've only really been wearing makeup for like 7 years, 6 years, 6 or 7 years. I haven't been wearing makeup that long. I think the first person that I saw do a makeup tutorial was in some weird twist. I thought it was Jacqueline, but it wasn't Jacqueline. It was Zoella. I know you guys know that I ran into her in New York City and I was the most awkward person on the face of the earth, right? If you don't know the story, I'll run through it really quick. Zoella was in Chelsea and I was just walking by and I saw her and my ex didn't know what a Zoella was. He thought it was a store and I'm like, Zoella. He's like, what's a Zoella? And like yelled really loud and I'm like, she heard you. And I was just fucking mortified. And this was before I started YouTube and I, you know, didn't meet YouTubers. Like, I was just so shocked that she was like there. So now I totally understand why people are like uncomfortable to come up to me and say hi. You can, you're not weird for saying hi. I will make it weird though. I'm so awkward. And I'm gonna be like, I'm sorry you had to watch my videos. What? Say thank you. Don't apologize to them. And then I'm like, oh my God, you're being so weird. Why are you being so weird? Walk away. And I'm like, thanks, bye. So if you've met me and I've made it awkward in some way, I'm sorry. It's just literally who I am as a person. I'm trying to do better. But I was like, oh my God, she heard you. And I cringed and tried to run away. And then I'm like, I have to go say hi. And he's like, yeah, no, you have to go say hi. So I walked up to her after she heard that go on. And I'm like, I know exactly what to say. Are you Zoella? Bitch, what? Are you okay? But she's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh, her name's Zoe, right? She's like, yeah, hi. And I'm like, oh, I love your videos. Can I have a selfie? And I took a selfie. No eyebrows showed up on my face that day. It's humid, you know, not humid. It was like rainy and like crappy outside. So my hair is all crazy. No eyebrows. They're completely gone. They probably ran away from embarrassment. And I like took a selfie and then just walked the fuck away from her. And then I realized I didn't say thank you or goodbye or like have a good day, or I just walked away from her. Then I turned around and I'm like, enjoy New York. I was under-medicated at the time. I still probably am under-medicated. So embarrassing, and she will never remember that, but I'll remember that until the day that I die. So I love that for me. So I don't have my Invisalign in, and I feel like it has changed the way my face looks. Like when I'm not wearing it, I feel like my whole mouth is just different. I have to go back for the Invisalign because they owe me like 15 trays. I wasn't wearing my rubber bands. I still don't. So like I totally messed it up, but the rubber bands like really freaking hurt. Like they really, really, really hurt. And I hate Invisalign. It is the most obnoxious thing, honestly. And I'm grateful that I could finally afford freaking braces or Invisalign in my 30s, but dude, I hate it so much. And I mean, I hate the dentist in general. I think everyone does. But it's to the point where my anxiety gets so bad. They have to give me gas if they do anything. I know we've talked about it on the channel before, but that's the Invisalign update. I have to go back in for like tons of trays because if I like open my mouth and I show you like my teeth, they're straight, but they're still off. Like my bite is still off, probably because I was not wearing my rubber bands. So if you do Invisalign and they tell you to wear rubber bands, wear your freaking rubber bands. I really have to take some pictures with cigars for Larry Lawton. He came out with like his own cigars, and I have like boxes of his cigars sitting over there, and I haven't done like a picture for him or whatever. And I told him that I would. I just don't know what to wear. And I don't know like what backdrop it should be on. Maybe the flower wall. You know, like maybe I should put on like a sexy outfit or just his merch and not try to be sexy. I mean, it's Instagram, you know? I gotta try to look a little good. It's dead ass gonna be either fake smoke, like photoshopped, or vape smoke, because I can't smoke a whole ass cigar. Like, bruh, do you puff it? You don't inhale a cigar, right? I'll Google it. I could just imagine like trying to light it and then like dying, like choking to death and dying. So you guys know I was like supposed to get married and stuff. I'm glad I didn't, but I really wanted a picture of me in my wedding dress, you know, black wedding dress, lighting a cigar with Larry. You know, him in a tux and me in that dress lighting a cigar, because I just thought it would have been like the most gangster picture. And, you know, he's so proud of the cigars and he worked really hard on them. So I really wanted that picture, and hopefully I can get a picture like that. And hopefully Larry and I work together again soon. I don't know if that hit was street legal. I don't know what YouTube thinks about it, but y'all, this Essence Lash Princess, freaking $4 mascara, and it's like the best mascara I've ever used in my entire life. Okay, good enough. So I'm gonna go film a prison recipe, and it's been so long since I filmed one of those, so I'm really excited about it. And then I have a couple other videos coming out. I might be interviewing a cop that may or may not have arrested me before, fingers crossed. I really hope that I can get him on the channel. We've talked about it a lot. It might have to be one of those like Gangland type of interviews, or like Drugs Inked, where like I blur out his face and change his voice. Because he's like a whole ass cop and he's like in it every day. So if we do it, I'm gonna have to like change all that stuff, but I think it would be an incredible interview. He's a friend, and just some of the experiences that he's shared with me, it's crazy. I could never be a cop. I could never be a corrections officer. I couldn't even be a security guard if I have to run anywhere, you know what I mean? But it doesn't escape my mind that that job is so hard on them too, you know? Like the system is just so messed up. So prison's hard for inmates and staff. Cops experience traumatic events all the time. Because they're experiencing so much trauma, you can actually lose the ability to feel empathy. And that, you know, it psychologically, chemically changes your brain when you experience too many traumatic events in a row. trauma causes so much damage, you know, and I think it would be a great conversation to have if my cop friend came here and I could just talk to him about all the stuff going on. So I have really good videos coming out soon, and I'm excited to just get back to what I love and make prison food and, you know, have fun making content again. All right, I'm gonna go make that prison food. Thank you guys for your continued love and support on the vlog channel, and I will see you in my next one.